Happening now, a knife fight breaks out after school in Dunkirk. It may be a while before you see your STAR program tax rebate checks. And breaking news in the fight against opioid abuse. That's news now for Friday, September 22nd, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
And we start off today with some breaking news.
Breaking news on WNY News Now.
One of the nation's largest pharmacies is making it tougher to get hold of opioids. Thanks for joining us. I'm James Reed. CVS announced Thursday that it will limit opioid prescriptions in an effort to help the government fight the epidemic of fatal overdoses. The company's prescription drug management division, CVS Caremark, will limit opioid supplies to 7 days for new patients with acute conditions. This announcement comes just days after New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman announced his plan to go after doctors who engage in the unlawful practice of overprescribing. And now on to our top story for the day. At least 2 students were arrested in Dunkirk on Thursday afternoon in the area of East 6th and Deer Streets. According to County Dispatch, one victim was star-flighted from the scene. Now, Dunkirk police tell us that arrests were made, but because those involved were juveniles, authorities did not provide additional information on charges, names, or even the number of arrests. Police say the case will be handled in juvenile court. County Executive hopeful George Borrello says New York's Medicaid program just isn't working. Borrello made that assertion after debating his opponent Mike Ferguson at the Spire Theater Thursday night. So what is it going to take for North County marketing guru Mike Ferguson to prevail as the next county executive? Borrello tells WNY News Now that there are plans in the works to host additional debates. Of course, times and dates will be announced later. Well, straight ahead, the status of STAR tax rebate checks. But first, here's a look at our First Defense weather forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Now, your First Defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Good morning, everybody. Let's take a look at the current conditions out at the airport right now. It is 72 degrees out there, and of course it feels like 72 when we have that 72-degree dew point, and we have a north wind at 5. But today is Friday, which means we got Football Friday. Let's serve it up. We're going to start out at 6 p.m. We got 77 degrees with that north wind at 5. We'll start at 77. We'll dip all the way down to 65 by midnight. And again, a very low threat of rain here. I'm pretty much keeping rain out of the forecast for tonight. A very great night for football for all of the high school teams that are playing tonight at home. Here's your First Defense forecast for today. Plentiful sunshine on tap, and it won't be as humid as it has been the past couple of days. We'll shoot for that high of around 84 degrees. And then for tonight, clear skies. River Valley fog redevelops. 59 degrees will do it for tonight. And then for tomorrow, River Valley fog burns off by late morning. The humidity begins to creep up again, but it won't be as bad as it has been. We'll shoot for that high of around 85 degrees. And up on that 7-day forecast, we could possibly break a record Sunday and Monday with plentiful sunshine. The next chance for rain comes Thursday, and we drop all the way from 80 down to 69 on Thursday. Fall returns. News Now continues right after the break, so please stay with us.
Chautauqua Audio Works now offers instrument rentals starting at just $17 per month. We're your school's band and orchestra headquarters, the only place with loaners on site. So pick up an instrument today. Order online with the keyword Chautauqua, shipping straight to your door. You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Chautauqua County homeowners who are expecting to find a tax rebate check in their mailbox in time to offset the cost of the impending school taxes may be interested in this. Assemblyman Andrew Goodell says he doesn't know when the checks will be mailed out, but says that they've never arrived when they're supposed to.
So then the governor a couple of years ago changed it for people who buy new properties. And the new system, they get a rebate check. And it's a rebate off from their income tax. And the reason the governor did that is because that shows up not as an increase in spending, but as a reduction in revenue. And so it freed up all that money for him to spend and still claim that his expense side is under 2%.
You can find more information on the Star Tax rebate checks at tax.ny.gov. National Comedy Center Chairman Tom Benson is reacting to a New York Times article published at the beginning of this month, which criticizes Albany's decision to build a major tourist attraction in the city of Jamestown.
We're creating a world-class attraction in a small town. So we've had to educate the people of the town, let alone the rest of the world. So it's going to be a process, and we get that. And New York Times wants to show up and give us visibility on the project. That's all great with us. I mean, it doesn't matter, whatever kind of spin they're putting on it. It is what it is. We're going to stick to our knitting, and it's going to be that great attraction that we're building.
But did that particular article hurt the perception?
Absolutely not.
A trio of new movies heads to theaters this weekend. But do any of them have the power to defeat the current box office champ, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, in It? Rick Damigella has a preview.
Kingsman: The Golden Circle has the best shot at defeating It. The sequel to the 2015 action comedy is tracking to open in the low $40 million range, according to The Hollywood Reporter. That would give The Golden Circle a slightly better debut than the original Kingsman. Lord Garmadon, also known as the worst guy ever, is the big baddie trying to take over the island known as Ninjago in the Lego Ninjago movie. The third entry in the Lego movie universe hits theaters just months after Lego Batman. Box office pundits predict the animated adventure is on track to open in the range of $30 million. Horror movie season has begun in earnest, and the latest slice of scary cinema is Friend Request. The low-budget fright flick has already played in parts of Europe and Asia and cost less than $10 million to produce. Variety says Friend Request could open domestically to between $2 and $5 million. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm to...
I'm Ryan Hedrick. The Cleveland Indians keep on winning. 96 wins now. They beat the Angels 4-1 in a matinee on Getaway Day in Los Angeles,
coverage
California,
that matters,
as the Indians
this is WNY News Now.
Central.
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm-to-table aspect in our produce and focus on sustainability with our seafood, too.
La Familia has signature dishes.
Sirloin filet over on the table. Next is our Aegean chicken and a cider brine pork chop.
La Familia even has a singing chef. La Familia, fine dining with a family atmosphere. Let them host your special event today. LaFamiliaCHQ.com.
I'm Ryan Hedrick. The Cleveland Indians keep on winning. 96 wins now. They beat the Angels 4-1 in a matinee on Getaway Day in Los Angeles, California, as the Indians obviously have already clinched the AL Central. Aaron Hernandez, who committed suicide in prison last month, had traces of early stages of CTE. That's according to multiple medical reports out this morning. Aaron Hernandez, the once famed New England Patriot, is charged in the murder and once accused of double murder, but was acquitted of that charge. And high school football tonight, as the End Zone Live show entertains the Friday airwaves. We'll be in Jamestown and in Faulkner. More later tonight. I'm Ryan Hedrick from the Schultz Sports Desk for WNY Sports Now. It all unfolds here.
Welcome to Internet Market Value Pricing. At Schultz, we use a unique computer software program that determines what every used vehicle within 250 miles is selling for. Then we price our vehicle at the lowest possible price, with no haggling, no uncertainty, and no hassle to you. All certified pre-owned vehicles come with a free Schultz Advantage 1-year maintenance plan, limited lifetime engine warranty, Carfax report, and go through a multi-point inspection before they are offered for sale. Visit us at schultzauto.com or in person at one of our convenient locations.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
And finally today, it's my privilege to have some guests in the studio. I'm joined by the beautiful Shanda Lynn, and for the folks at home, I'm not hitting on her. That's actually in the teleprompter.
Yeah, it's written.
And she had this grandmother, Adrienne Madden, joining me in the studio to talk about the Rally to Recover Jamestown. That's a big event coming up tomorrow, and you guys have put a lot of work into this. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's all about?
Well, we're going to address the addiction issues here in Jamestown, and we really want to start a conversation in the city, we the people, and maybe come up with some solutions and offer people hope who come and help people get treatment.
Okay.
So,
do you want to add anything to that, or you can tell us a little bit about the special guests? You guys have quite a lineup of people.
Assemblyman Andrew Goodell, Vince Horrigan, and his successor, hopefully, George Borrello, the Chief of Police, Chief Snellings,
the Mayor of Faulkner, James Rensel.
James Rensel, thank you.
Yep.
And then we've got national speakers from all across the country who are most recovering addicts, but they are working with different facilities for treatment, and we'll be bringing scholarships and options for the people if they want it.
Great. So this is going to be a full-fledged event. You're going to have food and some music and the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
Huh? Can you tell me a little bit about like the music and the food available? Or?
We're going to have barbecue joints mostly. We have a woman making a bunch of cookies. And the live music is going to include Smack Dab and Bill Ward and Amanda Barton. And we're integrating it with the speakers, so it won't just be speakers all day and then music at night. You're going to have, music throughout the day. So hopefully people can get some barbecue for reasonable prices and come listen to some music and listen to a message of hope.
We even have a vendor coming out of Buffalo.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay. Now, where's the event being held?
It is at the Sherwood Arts Complex. That's 1060 East 2nd Street, which is the old Dahlstrom building. You have 2nd Street and Buffalo Street right here. 7-Eleven's there. You're going to see a big brick factory. We're on the east end. We'll have lots of signs for people to be able to find us, but we're 1 second.
And you're expecting a pretty big crowd, I'm sure?
Yeah.
I don't like to name numbers personally because I don't want to jinx myself.
Right.
It's hard to say. We have close to 700 people that are interested or going on Facebook, but you never know. And it's been in the news, and it's hard to say, but we hope that
I would say it's probably going to be 4 times larger than what we originally expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. Now, you guys had a little bit of difficulty locating a place to actually hold the event. Is that right? Do you want to talk about that at all? Or
We originally wanted to have it at the bandshell, the Gornson Bandshell in Allen Park, but due to some safety issues, parking and noise issues, the city council denied us the use of it. And so we, very fortunately, Vince Liuzzo, who is part owner of the Sherwood Arts Complex, has stepped forward the next day and said, have it at my place.
Okay. And what are the times for the event?
1 to 11 p.m.
Oh, wow, it's going to be a little full day.
Yes. Oh, yeah, and we wanted to make sure to accommodate people. That's why we got the food. We'll be handing out free bottles of water. We'll also be having door prizes. So we're going to hand out raffle tickets, and people can win baskets and all kinds of stuff.
Great. Now, the speakers, is this anybody we've heard of? I mean, these are probably within the recovery community. These are probably some pretty big names, right?
Yeah, in the recovery community, I mean, what she named, as far as Andrew Goodell and all of them, we have also Richie Weber. He's coming with Fight for Recovery. We have James Kane. They're coming from Ohio with an organization called Hope from Ohio. We have Michael Pack and TJ Skeeth, and they're all big people online, and they travel the country. So we have some people coming in out of Indiana, Florida, with my work, and Ohio. So
And
they're all traveling in today.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have a gentleman that Shanda and I have been hosting all week, named Jeff Wagner. He rode in from Kansas on his skateboard.
Oh, you're kidding?
No,
we're not kidding.
Oh, that's
He
a
really
cool
did
story
that.
in and of
Yeah,
itself.
he's been
He
staying with us.
made it as far as Finley Lake, and he wiped out.
Oh, no.
And then
Oh.
he fractured a bone in his hip.
Is he okay, or?
He's up and walking around. He's doing fine, but he can't ride his skateboard anymore.
We're going to put a bucket up at the event to take a donation to get him a bus ticket home, since he can't ride his skateboard anymore. But
That's very nice, yeah.
That's all we're asking for. So.
And final question, why is this so important to the community? I'm sure you could probably talk for hours about that, but can you sort of give me a brief idea why this is so important, and to yourself personally?
I mean, it's important to me for several different reasons. For my entire family has pretty much been addicted here. If we're talking about my siblings, to my grandparents, to my mother, to my aunts. But I think it's important for Jamestown because people feel like there's nothing good here for anyone. I mean, there's an underlying tone under everybody's breath that Jamestown is desolate and there's no hope here, and it's going to be lost to the drug epidemic. And we want to let people know that there is hope here. We do have a beautiful community here. I mean, we have beautiful old buildings where the home of Lucille Ball. There are a lot of incredible things here. If we would just get together and have a conversation and say, if this organization or this person isn't going to step up to help Jamestown, then we need to. That's the whole point of it. And we took it into our own hands. And we want to let people know to come out. We don't care if you've been addicted or not. It matters that you show up, that you hear a message, and that you speak your voice.
Great. So a lot of positivity. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of positivity, let's check in with our weather forecaster, Dakota Hunter. I think he's got some pretty good news about the weather for us. How about it, Dakota?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, if you like summer, it will stick around for a little bit. And again, we'll go for a high of around 84 today. And then for tomorrow, the record high is 85. I got my high at 85. Take a look at Sunday. 88 is my forecasted high. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a few spots actually hit 90. That will definitely break the record. Monday, another record breaker. Again, not ruling out possible 90 on Monday either, with a good supply of sunshine. But the next rain returns on Thursday. And take a look at that. We go from 80 on Wednesday down to 69 on Thursday. So guys, fall finally comes at the end of next week.
That's it for today, folks. We are back on Monday, of course, for News 24/7. You can visit WNYNewsNow.com, where coverage comes first. Hey, have a great weekend.